many people know over here in the United Kingdom, this woman, that's right, Rachel Reeves, the current Chancellor of the Exchequer, otherwise known to many now as Rachel Thieves, has decided to take off the heating allowance normally attributed to the OAPs, the over 60s on pension. And this has caused absolute great consternation up and down the country, particularly as many people know that it's going to be a rather chilling winter, and more importantly with migrants welcome into 4- and 5-star hotels with everything attributed to them, including 24-hour concierge, free meals, £40 a week, a mobile phone, and heating, hot water and lighting. You can understand why a lot of people over here in the United Kingdom are really angry. But is there a bit of salvation at hand? And more importantly, has this come from an industry that the government really tried to close down? As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you today on this wonderful location, which is, of course, Leeds City Centre Station. Only the glamorous locations for my chums, that's right. And naturally, as you can see, I'm waiting here for yet another train. This is the deal, this is the problem of doing this job. Wherever you are, you're constantly waiting for something. Things are never on time, are they? Well, the only thing on time, of course, is the government snatching away the heating allowance, as you can imagine. Now, as I say, this is an interesting story, and it's one that's developing over here in the United Kingdom. This is all down to the fact that when you think about these, that's right, the traditional English British pub. Now, for many years, a lot of people, as I'm sure many people know, used to congregate in there, literally for company, for debate, and more importantly, some might suggest, these public houses were actually better equipped than many people's homes at home, particularly in the 1920s, 30s, 40s. And I don't mean that in a cruel way. The joke, of course, was that the man went there and the woman froze at home cooking and looking after the children. But now, in 2024, it looks set that they are about to become once again the very much warm spaces that we're all going to need in the winter. And you have to thank that particular industry. However, the government over the last, say, few years have done their very best to dismantle this one thriving history. You see, when you went into a pub over here in the United Kingdom, wherever you were, in the beautiful area of Scotland or Wales or central England, there were always roaring fires. Wonderful areas, of course. The same thing, you could get a very warm welcome in Northern Ireland, I'm sure you'll agree. The government are actually looking at this particular area and wondering if this could be the salvation for so many people. Could they offer warm spaces, somewhere to congregate, maybe have a conversation, a cup of coffee, that type of thing? So will this, while a sort of cack-handed way of dealing with the heating allowance crisis, suddenly evolve opening up an area that really was written off? And what's so wrong with actually people meeting in these wonderful places where you get conversation, company and some heat? And do you still go to a great British public house? Do you still enjoy them? And more importantly, do you find it affordable? Or as so many people are now realising, it's a very expensive night out. So while the government might want to push this forward, which is now going to be the cheaper, heating or eating? Literally. It's an interesting debate, and as ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular topic in the comments below. And if you can, please like and share. Neil Sean, Leeds City Centre Station, the very heart of Yorkshire.